Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. First down, Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Blair, second-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. From the 39, Murray eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 34. Now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. On first and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down. Throwing again, Murray. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second and goal, Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. Third and goal. Forced out to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
31 yards there and a first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check three. Alert flare.
On first down, it's Carson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson dancing to his left. He'll run it, and he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Good job right there. I know he ain't got it. Hey, 58 is a mic. Hey, here I come. Joker.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Watch the roll. Rush in. Watch twist. Watch the edge. He's checking. Crash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super tough.
Shift.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. All day, baby, all day.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike 50, Mike 50.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray, being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Brad McDougal. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
This is Carson. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. Go. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 94 is the mark. Alert. Watch the backer.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Watch the flag.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson forced out to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tanner Vallejo able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
On third down, Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
The roughing the kicker called on fourth down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 26. Check 26. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
Now a give, right side. It's Carson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You got it. You got it. Ha-ha, you got it.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Greg Olsen. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Murray now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Throwing on first down is Murray, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
We got to step it up. 54's mark. 54's mark. Check. Watch 54.
Murray to air it out again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Bang, 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 bang. Kill.
They run the counter. Carson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
He's not going to get me.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Screen, got it. Screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Bang out. Bam.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down. 43's the mic.
Throwing again. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They run it with Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
It was Brooks Reed on the tackle. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Check. Lucky. Slow. 58, boys. 58, Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check. Hot route. Hot. Hey, alert 3.
Here's Wilson to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Whip. Watch the whip.
On 1st down, Carson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now it's Carson. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curl. Alert. 58's the Mike. Hey, let's get this. 58, boys. 58's Mike. How you get on the head?
Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
Crunch. 36. Switch.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Double count. Team showed up. 58, right over there. Mike, 58, right there. He don't know no better. And 58 is the Mike. Well, 58's the Mike.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Slam. Deuce.
Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's make it. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. It's been a long day for you. Shift! Watch the shift! Check the backer, check the backer.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 8 on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here we go on 4th down with Murray. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
58, come on. Drop deep, drop deep. 60.
On 1st down, Carson. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Crunch time, defense. 25, check 25, check 25. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check, 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 check. Check 4, check 4.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
It's coming. Double up, double up.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 4th down. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Myers' kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. Throwing now is Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Murray now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Going deep for Hopkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
What? 315.
I got him. Switch. Safe.
Here's Carson. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
We got double up. Check three.
They'll try the left side. Carson, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Check 14.
Check. Alert 3. Shift. Kill.
Got it.
Check it out, read.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
What? 215.
Watch the pass. Watch the
go, 14.
Wide, get wide. Pick the edge. Come.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down right around the 37. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't doing nothing today. Watch twins. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They run again with Carson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Carson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back at the 24-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Tight ends right. Even. 4th down. Even.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 28-yard line.
Now Murray. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, 72 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give them credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Slant. Block that.
Wilson wants to throw it. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Mike, 58 right there. Hurry. No. Off. Check safety. Shift. Tight dog. Tighten up.
Push left. Fair.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really long.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly. Wise beyond his years. So for the Seahawks, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.